Welcome everyone to the Golden Jubilee Bridge, about to cross over the River Thames in London. Today's date is Sunday, November 12th, 2023. It's currently 9:38 p.m. here in London. Temperature is 49 Fahrenheit, 9 degrees Celsius. Mouse potato, you thought this was the Millennium Bridge. Close. Millennium Bridge is down that way though. I don't think we could see it from here. But we can see St. Paul's Cathedral, as well as the skyline of the City of London, the city's financial district, and also the Waterloo Bridge over there, which I learned from the sightseeing guide on the boat that, well, he didn't claim to be a sightseeing guide, but he knew a lot. He said it was built by a woman. If you watch my River Thames video this morning, well, whatever time it was when I posted it, I know it was in the morning New York time, but in London time it was the afternoon. You'll learn all about all the attractions we passed and the important points of interest here. There's so many bridges that cross over the River Thames here. This one is pretty unique. It's actually right next to a rail bridge. Is that a train coming now? Yes. The Southeastern line. Really clear. London has 35 bridges alone. I'm impressed. The London Eye is up there, spinning around ever so slowly. Oh, speaking of the London Eye, I've changed my mind about it. I am going to do the London Eye, but only because I found a deal with it. If you just do the London Eye by itself, I don't think it's worth it. But you can actually bundle it with other attractions that will reduce the overall cost of all the attractions if you were to book them separately. So I'm gonna look for another attraction to do alongside the London Eye to get the overall cost down, and I'll be able to go up there, because then I think it'll be worth it. Thanks so much, Andreas Bobson with €1. Appreciate the support. Thanks so much. The current cost of the London Eye, if you were to get an on-demand flex ticket, £45, which is like over $50 US if you were to convert it. And if you book in advance for the London Eye, you can get it midweek for £25, 50 pence. But that's still like $30 US to ride the Ferris wheel, which is a little bit steep. But if you were to bundle it with another attraction, you can get it down to £60 total. So like £30 each If you consider the other attraction, they may charge like 40, 50 pounds for that attraction. It might be worth it then to do. I'll have to look into it. There's also the Tower of London, which may be worth going to, that I might be interested in going. Sarah Thames says it's still expensive. Yeah, it is. But the London Eye is the most popular attraction here in London, the most popular paid attraction, I should say. Sam says 100% Tower of London, it has history. Oh, absolutely. You can see the crown jewels there. Royal Festival Hall. Beautiful lit up trees. Desi, I see Big Ben. Only from a distance, I didn't go inside. Thank you, Desi S, for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, Desi S. Let's check out the South Bank Center for a little bit. I've been here already, but not really this late at night. Mal Luna, did I get caught up in anything yesterday? No, yesterday I went to Greenwich, London via that boat ride. I knew it might be an issue, so I wanted to not stay in the protest area. Luckily, there was no protesting on the water, so I did the smart move. Because the protesting is annoying as a visitor here. If you want to do things, you have to get around all the people, buses, and the tube can get delayed. So I made sure to plan around it. This was the Christmas market I showed you earlier. Addy 66, I don't think recording devices are allowed on the London Eye. Really, but it's a tourist attraction. People are going to take videos in there. I've seen other YouTube videos of the London Eye too. I think it's getting kind of late for these people, so they're wrapping up, yeah. Maybe early where you are, but right now it's like 9:30. This crepe stall is still going though. Mouse Potato says, I bet it smells nice in here. Oh yes, it really does. I wish I really could release more videos than I currently am doing on YouTube, but it just won't be good for the algorithm. Not only that, but I think people will get overwhelmed by all the content. A lot of places that people are typing in the chat or have been suggesting, I've already been there, just not on live stream or that I've released already. Right now I have 15 videos that I haven't released yet in my collection. And I think I recorded like 3 or 4 more today. Barishal, yes, I visited Harrods and Knightsbridge today. Also wandered around Knightsbridge area. Beautiful place. Neil K says I'm going to have a big backlog of London videos when I'm back in New York. No question about it. Plus I'm going to be releasing New York content too. Plus I'm going to be live streaming. I think the people who aren't following my channel are going to be really confused where I am. It always happens when I travel and go back to a place for a while and I'm still releasing videos from the places I've been to. The same thing with my road trip series. I was still publishing videos like a month and a half after I finished the road trip. This London Eye is so cool. No, Claire, I didn't do the London dungeons yet. Addy66, you watched my Hong Kong food vlog today? Oh yes, on Action Kid Extra with the roast meats. I had to try one of those places because they're so prominent in Chinatown, and it's great. I also tried a dim sum restaurant too. There's going to be loads of content coming, not just on this channel, but Action Kid Extra as well. By the way, there's Big Ben. Actually, Big Ben is the bell, and the tower is called the Elizabeth Tower, named after Queen Elizabeth. Sunshine, you loving the food vlogs on Action Kid Extra? Yeah, a lot of people have been enjoying them. I've been surprised that so many people are finding the Action Kid Extra videos very interesting. But definitely London has a lot to see and do, and the culinary cuisine of London is no exception. There's endless amounts of restaurants and food here. So if you want to see me get Chinese custard paste on my jacket, subscribe to Action Kid Extra, because that's one of the videos I released not too long ago. Definitely one of the highlights of my trip, coming to London and eating a $5 Chinese custard bun and getting it sprayed all over my new jacket. That's what I came to London for. Not to sightsee, but to get my jacket and my clothes stained. I wonder what time they close and they stop letting people on the London Eye. Inspired Life, I have been to the Battersea Power Station. I went there today, but I have a problem with that video I recorded there. I tapped the screen to focus on a restaurant menu, and the rest of the video was out of focus because I forgot to tap it back. And that small screen, it was really hard to tell if it was in focus or not. So, lesson learned. I'm considering going back there again to make another video, but I'm also thinking about releasing it as is because you can kind of make out the surroundings. It's just not in focus, which is rather annoying. I was kind of bummed out about that. Yeah, the ticket office is closed right now, so we won't be able to find out the hours or anything. Claire asking if there's software that can clarify the footage. No, when there's something like that, it's not going to work. It's just too distorted. Maybe AI could fix it, but I don't think the technology is really there yet. Easiest thing to do is just to go back there and make another video. I think one of the #1 mistakes that tourists make, including me, is calling this tower, this whole tower, Big Ben. And I was like, oh, that was the #1 thing I did when I came to London. Now that I think about it, I started here, it's like, I'm in front of Big Ben, the tower. And I had to get corrected numerous times. It's not Big Ben, it's Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben is the bell inside. You won't see it. And then London Bridge, everyone wants to see London Bridge. They get there, it's just a plain simple one and they're all disappointed. It's funny. Those are like one of the two most popular attractions in London. Big Ben, London Bridge, and people don't know what they are. Or I mean Tower Bridge, but Tower Bridge, people think it's London Bridge. So they go to London Bridge and they're like, what's this? That's not the one I see. Even a few of you, when I started at the Tower Bridge, you were like, oh, London Bridge. You typed in the chat, I saw you. This is such an amazing view. It's like iconic for London right here. I want to get another picture. Oh, by the way, I think there was someone who left a comment earlier, asked me if I went to any of the Remembrance Sunday events. I tried to get there this morning, actually. I took the tube down here, and then when I saw the long line to get in, as well as the security check, I turned around. So I made an effort to get down here for the parade this morning. I wanted to record it or live stream it, but it was just way too much hassle. I'm used to New York where I have my press pass. I can go in past security and do what I have to do, but if I go there and I won't be able to get a good view, plus it was raining, it wouldn't have been worth the trip to go there. So instead I went out on my own, and I'm glad I did because I found a lot more interesting places today that I'm excited to show you on the channel. You want them to ring the bell on the hour? Well, it's almost here. We have 2 minutes. It's 9:58 p.m. here in London. So you're gonna hear Big Ben, the bell. That's the correct Big Ben. Shaza 74, you have to be up at silly o'clock to be in with a chance of seeing anything. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that and force myself in there, go through security checks, stand in the rain. Too much hassle. All right, 9:59. I've got about 45 seconds. By that time, I'll probably be at the top of the staircase, already walking over the bridge, facing Elizabeth Tower and Big Ben, and you'll hear it. All right. I feel like it's New Year's again. About 30 seconds till we hear Big Ben. Get ready. Happy New Year. Wait, we're about 1.5 months too early for that. So how was it? Was it what you expected? The Big Ben sound, the chimes? Actually, Big Ben struck early because my iPhone, I was seeing the second hand, and it came like 15 seconds early. So it's not exactly calibrated to the second where the bells start chiming. The Elizabeth Tower that holds Big Ben is connected to the Palace of Westminster here. Thank you so much, Jose Figueroa, $9.99. Hi from a New Yorker. Wishing you a safe trip. My wife, Rosie, enjoys your stream. She's having heart surgery. Oh, unfortunate to hear that about Rosie. Thanks, Jose. Really hope Rosie gets better. I'm sending my best wishes to her as well. Let's all hope she gets better. Ed Dunkel, isn't that Parliament? I think so. I'm not too well informed with British history. Yeah, it says it. Google Maps says iconic home of Parliament. And I think Parliament is made up of two houses. They're called the House of Commons and House of Lords. I looked up a little bit briefly how the UK government is made up. And the British monarchy doesn't really have that much power. That's like an ancient system, but they still keep it in place. It's very similar to the US system where the US Congress is made up of two houses as well. The US House of Representatives and the Senate. So it's just a different wording and different structure, but very similar. Oh, we have these pedicabs with music. I gotta mute this, folks. Oh, I see, Claire. All the ballers were placed there on the bridge after the terrorist attacks back in 2017. Well, I'm glad they have them there. Edwards says the monarchy actually could wield power if the occasion arose. It's a constitutional monarchy. Really? It's interesting. I don't really know too much about it, but then again, the British monarchy is also like the head of the Commonwealth as well, which many of those members of the Commonwealth were former British colonies, like Canada and Australia is a British Commonwealth, and they hold like an allegiance to the British monarchy too. But I don't know if that's just a formality or if it really means something. Oh wow, look at this side. There's a projector on Big Ben right now, or Elizabeth Tower. It's pretty neat to see. It's like falling flowers. Harley DR1 $9.99. I can't believe YouTube gives creators crap about background music that's playing in public anyway. I love your streams, so keep them coming. I don't blame YouTube because they need to protect themselves. It's more the music industry than YouTube. Appreciate the support. Thanks very much. And I get it because you don't want someone just leeching off your copyrighted content. Just like I don't want somebody stealing my videos and re-uploading them. I've had to deal with that too before. But, you know, that's another debate that we can have endlessly. Like, I could be standing on the corner here and there's copyrighted music playing of like the Beatles or Michael Jackson, and people are doing some dancing. That's playing in public, but it's still copyrighted material. Here's Parliament Street. I would walk you over to Buckingham Palace, but right now it's at night, and I did the walk before at night. It's not really that interesting. It's better during the day. Go look at Downing Street after crossing the road. I will. This is where the parade was this morning. The Remembrance Parade. Absolute Travel Adventures saying there are many YouTubers that just talk over the music. Yeah, that's possible too, but not all the time does it work. Just see you love the British phone booths. Yeah, there's so many over here. You know what? I think I'll go in there now. I can actually do some fun here. To be sure I'm not getting any germs. All right. What do we got in here? Man, this is tight. Thank you, Laura, for £199. Hope you're enjoying the UK visit. Welcome. Let's see if they can hear a dial tone here. Man, it's in here. It's not working. I don't hear a dial tone. Yeah, no dial tone. So if there's no dial tone, like whatever you do, it's not going to work. Look, the display's not working. Yeah, none of these buttons are working, so return coins. No coin in there. It'd be funny if I found a coin in there, but all right. Oops. I'll just leave it off the hook because it's not working anyway. I don't think this one's working either. Yeah, it doesn't look like the display is working. Old School says, you think some of the phones put out Wi-Fi now? Yeah, I think so. I went by one. They were putting out Wi-Fi. Thanks, Florida anchor Jonathan, $20. Glad I found you Fuking live again. NYC is looking a lot like Fuking Christmas. Wish you were there. Appreciate it, Florida anchor Jonathan. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. So here's the Cento path where most of the parade was focused on this morning. Oh, it's the cenotaph. I think I said centopath, but that's completely wrong. It's a word I don't use often, so it didn't really come to mind the right way to spell it and pronounce it. But this morning there were plenty of people marching and doing stuff like this. They're doing a lot of this stuff. Left, right, left, right. They're doing a lot of that and playing music and stuff. That's a strange march. Yeah, I'm not military, so I can't do it. Look at this. Downing Street has even more security today. There's an extra fence on top of the fence they already have. But these are the homes of people who work in Parliament here. What's up with that guy? I just wanted to get by and he's like moving from side to side. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? There's like so much security. Yeah, it's understandable they need extra security today because of what's going on now with protests and people. On Saturday they came down here and tried to disrupt the services, and then there were counter protesters. I heard it was a mess on Saturday. I'm glad I was able to avoid all that on Saturday. Yeah, I know, Chris. Tensions have been high in London this weekend, and I feel it because when I came to London the second day, you saw what happened to me. I went to Trafalgar Square, and there was a protest there. There must have been thousands of people there in Trafalgar Square. So it's understandable there's a lot of tensions here. Claire said it's good you avoid it because it looks like chaos. Yeah, I knew it was going to be very tense, so I avoided it. All right, we're coming upon the area where they have the King's Guard standing outside during the daytime, but at nighttime, I guess they don't stand guard. You would think they would stand outside even at nighttime, because nighttime is more important than the daytime. Under the cover of darkness, people can do bad things. It's easier. Meet the household cavalry. And don't forget, get off the reins. Don't touch the King's Horse Guard. Do not touch the King's Castle Guard. That's what happens if you touch them. They get mad at you. Do not touch the King's Life Guard. Make way. Make way. Do not touch me. I am making my way through because I'm very important. Make way for the King's Guards! Do not touch the King's Guards! Yeah, Claire, I've seen a lot of them. There was one where a guard just marched right over a kid. Oh yeah, my favorite ones are like, get off the fence! Thank you, Stu's Key, with $2. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. You know what's kind of crazy that what's kind of crazy is that there's entire YouTube channels that just focus on the King's Guards and recording them and just like highlighting like weird things and like strange interactions that happen with them. And I didn't know this was a thing. I thought it was only like a handful of people, but when German in Venice posted his vlog the other day about London, and he showed this area, there must have been like 4 or 5 vloggers just standing there recording the King's Guards, like waiting for something to happen. I'm like, wow, there's that many people just like standing around. There's more vloggers than there are tourists. It just seems kind of awkward, like having everybody standing around just filming this person just standing still the whole time.
That way, up there, left. Yeah, right, and I'll screenshot you here.
Hello. Sarah, yeah, German in Venice. Might be still in London, I don't know. He's been posting some London videos. Yeah, I know, Lizzo. It is a really tough job. And in a way, I kind of blame the leadership for not educating people on like the importance of respecting them, or maybe putting a barrier between the guards and the people, because out here it's kind of like they're tourist attractions, and people don't know any better. They disrespect them, and it's not cool. Here's Trafalgar Square. National Gallery is behind it. Did I explore Greenwich this morning? No, I did it yesterday, right after the boat ride. I think one of these days I'll do a live stream or a video during the day, and I'll walk by there with the horse guards. I still want to do a video of there and go to Buckingham Palace, see the changing of the guard as well, so you all can see it through the video, what it looks like and where everything is, because at night there's nobody there.
Why so awkward? Why? But like, it's not about the app, it's just about how the way how you I just this is dark. No, because you know, like I just
Really, JCF at the back of the National Gallery. There's Monet, Van Gogh, and Cézanne works. Ooh.
It's not gonna I'm not gonna pursue if I see them on the app.
Here, right? And this is
Carlos, does it really rain every day in London? Not every day, but it happens quite often. Thanks, Lauren Scott, £10. Great to see you here in the UK. You seem to be having a great time here. I am. Have I had a full English breakfast yet? Nope, I have not. Thanks for the support. I know I'm going to have to try one day. Daniel says, I think the best part of London is the food. I've been discovering a lot of great food here in London. So I can agree with you there. There's a lot of great food here. You still have to pay one. Oh, if you're looking for Sherlock Holmes, we found it. Kind of quiet in this part of London at night. But then again, it's like 10:30. Mary's asking if London is expensive like New York City. It sure is. Food is expensive here, housing is expensive here, transportation is expensive here. But then again, there are ways, just like New York, to reduce your expenses. You don't have to dine at every expensive place. You can cook at home. There's other affordable options as well to dine out. For transit, you could take the bus instead of the tube. Thanks, Mr. Cart, for $5. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Badria, you think New York is more expensive? Hi, Mouse. Well, the thing is here, whenever you see a price on a menu or a display, that's the price you pay. In New York, oftentimes that's the price before tax. So you have to add on another 8.9% to the item to get the true price. Here in London, they have to put the price included in the, they have to show you the price after the tax on a menu. Thank you, Lawrence Clark. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Hey, look at this. We're back to the Golden Jubilee Bridge. We made a circle. Simon Mays, have I been to the London Eye yet? I didn't ride it yet, but I plan to. Let's go this way. Oh really, the income tax is done for you also here? Well, in New York and in the US, income taxes are supposed to be done for you if you're a W-2 employee, which is what a lot of people get. They call it a federal tax and local and state tax withholding. And supposedly, they're supposed to take the right amount of tax from your paycheck so that you don't have to owe anything at the end of the year when you file the taxes. So in a way, I guess it's like that. Thanks, Kate Cole, £4.99. Love the walk tonight. Appreciate the support. Thanks so much. Claire says this is the same here, but it's done for us automatically. Yeah, the same in the US. This looks pretty cool with these ornaments strung up above the street. Nancy says we should not have to pay taxes, but we do it anyway. Hey, that's our reality now. There's a saying in life, there's only two things that are certain, death and taxes. If it's not income tax, you're going to get taxed somewhere else. Sales tax, fines, fees, penalties, usage fee. These are all taxes. KP Udo says, shame on you on being disrespectful to our King's Guard, especially on Remembrance Day. How was I disrespectful? I stated the importance of the day, what it stood for, and also the hard work that these guards do. The skit that I did was just that, just comedy. You know, here's a Five Guys location, right? I was talking to some people today about what the most popular fast food chains here are in London, and they say that Five Guys is actually getting popular, and Five Guys comes from the US, which is interesting. There's also Starbucks, which is an American chain. There's actually a lot of American chains here in London. McDonald's. Yeah, Anthony, Starbucks is everywhere. Londoners love their coffee. Mary asked if I exchange my American dollars to European currency, more specifically British pounds. No, I haven't had to do that yet. I've been able to charge everything on my credit card or smartphone. The only place that you may need cash is if you're buying small items from Chinatown. That's what I experienced. There are certain menu items in Chinatown where they say under 15 pounds you can't charge. You need to pay cash. That's the only instance where I think you need cash. Thanks, Wilson. Lana with 1090 Brazilian Real. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Evan Cortez 2 says same as Chinatown, New York. Yes, it is similar. A lot of those places, they won't accept cards. Like one very popular food place in Chinatown that I'm going to mention. They just reopened, by the way. Wafeng #1 Fast Foods. They had a gas leak since May. I saw an article. They recently reopened. They don't take credit cards, only cash. And also, what I haven't seen here in London is that they don't have these, what do they call them? Credit card acceptance fees or credit card surcharges. If you're paying for a meal with a credit card, they charge you more. because that happens in the US. Some businesses or some restaurants, they'll say if using a credit card will charge you like 3 or 4% extra. So that's a reason to carry cash too. I haven't had that experience yet in London, where it's more expensive if you use a card. Lost Rome says, mostly not. A few places do have that. Really? They have that here in London too? A credit card surcharge? Let's head up here towards the Covent Garden area and Soho. Players saying our cash notes went from being paper to plastic, so they're indestructible. Yeah, I've seen some British banknotes. They're very durable. It's kind of like a polymer design, very similar to the Euro banknotes that I've seen. Also, it's also very similar to the Canadian currency I use. When I went to Toronto, I took out some cash because I went to the Chinatown frequently and ordered stuff, and they only took cash there in some places. Looks a lot different on Sunday night because everyone has to work tomorrow. Covent Garden's this way. We could take a tour there. It's interesting to come out in London, central London, late at night like this. There's less people and you get to enjoy it, the atmosphere a little more. KR Necky Patch says you didn't expect London can be that dead. It's much different on the weekend, that's for sure, or on a week, like busy night. But right now, not much happening. Keith Savage says tomorrow is a work day. Yeah, they all gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what's pretty funny? when I saw this, I thought this was the Christmas tree. And I was like, how come it's not lit? And I just realized it's the umbrella. It's folded. It looks very similar to the Christmas tree when the umbrella is folded up. I still think this is London's best Christmas tree. Covent Garden.
But cute for me. Cute for me. Why are you so weird?
I see that, DA. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is there in New York City. It was installed yesterday. If you want to see the lighting of this Christmas tree too, I did a whole video on it, and then I walked around this area. Absolute Travel Adventures. Have I shown the lights on Oxford Street? I sure have. I think I'm gonna head over there because I'm curious what it's like on Sunday night at this time. You know, even though there's not a lot of people here, it's still loud. I found that about British culture. They share a lot of similarities with New Yorkers. They're loud, especially when they socialize. I also wonder how Chinatown is right now. Must be so quiet there. And then you come here like Friday or Saturday night, it's absolutely packed. Shaza, I haven't even mentioned Regent Street's lights yet. Yeah, they're lit as well. Ace 99 saying, I haven't really began to see London yet. Yeah, I've been to quite a bit of places. Many of them I've yet to show you on this channel, but I do have them ready to be published. But there's only so much I can do in my short time here. I can take a walk on Regent Street as well. Shaza 74, do your legs ever get sore? Oh, yes, they do. I'm only human. Of course, my legs, they can handle more than most people in terms of walking distance, but I still get tired. This is one of my favorite walks to do, from Covent Garden to Leicester Square and then to Chinatown. I've done it a few times already. Oh, pub culture here. Yep, they're loud. You can really tell her back there, she's been to the party. All right. Let's go and visit Leicester Square. And then people will look at you with three heads. Where's Leicester Square? Because it's Leicester Square. For some reason, they decided to use all the letters but not use any of them and just pronounce it. What's up, Tom? Walks in Wall Street. Can't wait for this to open, the Leicester Square Winter Village or Christmas Market, whatever they have here. Let's head up to Chinatown, see what's going on. Sounds like fireworks. Let's visit the Bun House again. So far, the highlight of my trip. Ace 99 says American pronunciations of UK places. It's so funny. What, like Gloucester and Leicester Square and Trafalgar Square and Lewis Whitton. What about Gucky? That's a famous brand that I see around here. Another one is Buckingham Palace. Oh yeah, another one. Where's the subway? I want to find the subway. What? What's a subway? We call it the tube. The tube or the underground. Underground, that sounds like you're going in the depths of hell. But it's called the underground. Meanwhile, underground can mean anything. Oh, we passed it. It's closed. It wasn't lit up. That's why I was like, wait a second. Here it is. When in London, you gotta order a custard bun and see if you could survive the challenge of not getting it all over your clothing and your person. So, gotta do it. Wow, they really closed up here. I thought many of these places will still be open, but Chinatown closes up too. Bob says it looks like Mott Street. Yeah, it's similar. Laurie says you like the different names in various places. Yeah, I've been going to a lot of places and Action Kid Extra, the restaurants with interesting names. The Maple Leaf Sunday in Brooklyn, the Bun House. This is Gerrard Street, which is the main street in Chinatown. Chinatown! Kong hei fat choi!
Wait, why you guys?
It means Happy New Year in Cantonese. I think they might still be open. Yeah, there's still some customers in here. Four Seasons. This is the place I had the roast meat meal. Dim Sum Daily. Yeah, it's Dim Sum Daily except late at night when it closes up. So we see the evils of London right here. Rubbish bags. They have to leave these out to be collected. I've made comments about how London's so clean, except when you come here at 10 o'clock at night, all the rubbish bags go out. Or trash bags, garbage bags. The evils of maintaining a restaurant. It needs to be done. They all seem like county bags too. Like they all have to use the same bag. These red commercial waste bags, does the city give them out to these businesses? Do you have to buy them? I don't know how it works. Oh, I see. They need to do this as the collection is early. Look at this. The buffet is still open. Hot food buffet. 15 pounds per person, all you can eat. Yes.
Hi, Sean. JD.
Hey, JD, what's up?
I'm very good.
Yes.
Welcome to our world. Yeah. So where are you heading?
I'm going to Oxford Street, Regent Street, show people the lights.
Yeah.
That's right.
Excellent. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Are you heading back round here again?
Yeah.
For a while?
Yeah, I'm here until, yeah, you'll see me. I'll be
Okay,
back.
Keep an eye out anyway.
Yeah. Fine. I said fi instead of bye. He left so fast. JD. That's his username. Friendly bloke, for sure. He said straight up, but if I go straight up, then I'm gonna miss Regent Street. I want to show Regent Street to you. We're gonna go to Times Square of London. Piccadilly Circus. And when we get there, there's gonna be clowns and acrobats and things, because no one uses circus except for these Brits. It means a road junction that is a circle. Hello. Piccadilly Dally Circus. I found it amusing when I came here. Well, I knew about this place before I came here, but I still find it amusing how it's called a circus. Claire, you Googled it apparently. Circus is Latin for circle. Oh, that's where it comes from. Yeah, road junction, that's a circle. That's what circus is. What is going on here? What is going on here? I think we are seeing a circus in real time. All right, Piccadilly Circus. Claire says that woman's wasted. It sure seemed like it. All right, there's Regent Street. By the way, I'm not really a big fan of Piccadilly Circus's crosswalks, or how would you say this? Road crossing? 'Cause it's not zebra crossing. There's no stripes. There it says, what are these people doing on a Sunday night? I don't know, maybe they are planning to skip out on work tomorrow anyway. By the way, if you notice here with the UK traffic signals, they have a red light and then it goes to yellow very quick and then green. In the United States, it just goes from red to green. I find that very interesting. Is that intermittent yellow light even needed? All right. Here we are. We're in Regent Street. What happened to the lights though? They're supposed to be on. I was here like a few days ago and we're on. Maybe that's why these people are here to fix the lights. Oh, Shaza 74, they shut off the lights at 11 p.m. I didn't know that. So 11 p.m. is the shut-off time. That's too bad. Otherwise, it'll look really pretty. Voodoo says red and amber means ready to go. Amber on its own means get ready to stop. Okay. Oh, I see, Shaza. They used to be on all the time, but they decided to shut them off at 11 p.m. to conserve electricity. Noted. What about Oxford Street? Oxford Street, they closed the lights too at 11 p.m. Up, pedicab with music, gotta mute it.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you, like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't.
Mashed potatoes, there's lots of Lego toys. Grand Link, you thought Harrods was in a different spot, Knightsbridge. Yes, I was there today. Went inside Harrods for the first time. Absolutely impressed me. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Absolute Travel Adventures. Harrods, they don't have any lights there because there's construction work happening. Oh, Shaza, Oxford and Regent Street are until 11 p.m. both, from 3 p.m. to 11. Thanks for that info. I had no idea they shut them off. So if I'm planning to do a walk here of the lights, I'm gonna have to do it between those hours. I would think the buses would run really well at this time because there's not much traffic. Andrea says must be kind of Disneyland to see those very old houses there. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. At least we can see some of these window displays, like Rolex. Here's another one. Arturo, if I were to take a ride on those buses, which deck would I go on, upper or lower? Depends on my mood. If I don't feel like climbing stairs and want to relax, lower level. If I want to sightsee, upper level. Because I've done both. Yeah, I know Carnaby Street is just over, but I like to switch to stay with Regent Street. There's Hamley's Toys. It's a famous toy store. They also have spinning Christmas trees. Look right, look left. I've gotten so used to traffic patterns now that it's just second nature for me now. I've already been here for over a week. I'm afraid when I go back to New York, I'm gonna start looking to cross streets the London way by looking right first instead of left, and it's gonna mess me up. Laura says my boyfriend says he's proud of you for jaywalking and you're a local now. Yeah, look, red man, right? Let's go. Very easy. Not a 24-hour Apple store like New York City. I don't think there's many stores at all open right now. I don't know what could be open. Hey, I just noticed this. There's a public toilet here. Does this work? Closed. Okay. I can see that. There's 2 padlocks. You need to pay 50 pence to use this public toilet. What if you don't have any change on you? Then you're stuck. I still find it fascinating there's public toilet facilities here in London. All right, we made it to Oxford Circus. The intersection of Oxford Street and Regent Street. Let's see what it looks like here. Much different atmosphere than earlier in the week. During the day, there's so many people here, it's hard to walk. But now, when do the Christmas lights turn on? Tomorrow at 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. Those are the hours for the Christmas lights until whenever they decide to start shutting them down. This John Lewis display always impresses me. There's also Hanover Square over there that has this ice skating rink. So I think I'm going to head over to the Bond Street underground station and take that back. I'll start winding down my live stream over there. Since I know the underground starts closing up at midnight, I want to make sure I can get transportation back. I could walk too, but I've been walking a lot today. Inspired Life covering a lot of ground tonight. Yeah, it sure did. We got to see a lot today, both sides of the River Thames too. Thank you, Espresso, for £3. Appreciate the support. Thank you. I need to take the Jubilee line to Baker Street, I think, and then change to the Circle or Hammersmith and City line. I got that memorized off the top of my head now. I've been really navigating London's tube system extensively these past few days. What still gets me is that there's the Circle line, which isn't really a circle. There's the Northern line, which has two branches through central London. And then the District line has like a north branch, a south branch, another one in central London that goes north. That one makes no sense. Well, it does make sense, but you do have to get used to it. It's weird, that one, the District line. I think it would be a lot easier for London to just letter and number the trains like the New York City subway, because then you know exactly which route it's going to take. I don't get it here. It's like, this is a Northern line going via Charing Cross. There's a Northern line train going via King's Cross. I'm like, what? Like, I gotta look at a map and be like, oh, that's the direction it's gonna go. Or there's a District line at Edgware Road. There's a District line at Wimbledon. And I'm like, wait, which branch is it going to? It's like, if it's like, oh, one train goes this way, 4 train this way. Makes more sense. I don't get why London doesn't do that. Nancy J with $4.99, be safe getting home. Thank you for tonight. Appreciate the support. Thank you. All right, but here I'm going to wrap up my live stream, folks. Bond Street Station. Going to take the Jubilee line for the first time. I know it's supposed to make a nice motor sound, so thank you so much for watching this live stream, folks. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Take care. Oh, Mike, Michelle, you can never understand the subway in New York. London Underground is easier to understand. Well, to be fair, I'll end it with this. New York City subway can be confusing, but it's that way for a reason. There's express trains, there's local trains also. London doesn't have that. It's all, the trains all serve like all the stations. I'll see you. Bye.